Master Jason 风水 Channel 又和大家见面了。那今天我会讲解一个蛮有趣的话题。我常常都说呢，人的关系嘛，就是说如果没有相欠，就不会相见的。我们所有人生遇到的人都是有一种因果关系哦，可能他是来讨债，也可能是来还债的哦。所以呢，所有的关系呢，我们在人生遇到的所有人，都是因为我们曾经在上辈子有一个因果上的牵连。所以我们才会再次在这个人生当中重新的遇见啊。So today I will share a very interesting topic called how to analyze your past life karmic relationship using the 28 stars constellation。我们在算命就是星象学里面呢，有一个非常有趣的一派学问呢，叫做28星宿。那这个28星宿呢，其实也是蛮准确的，我觉得它算一个人的性格啊，或者他的 karmic，我们叫做 karmic relationship，都是能够很准确的算出来。那虽然是说这个学问呢，不是说很多人听过，也不是说很多人懂啊，可是我自己觉得很有用，所以呢，想今天跟大家分享一下。So this what we call the 28 stars constellation is not very popular type of astrological reading, but it has a very practical value in terms of the usage. I will say it has accuracy. It has a rather remarkable level of accuracy in terms of determining your personality, the wealth or the prosperity, the level of financial resources that you enjoy in this lifetime, also your career, and also your what we call the past life relationship. For example, sometimes right, some people ask me why is it that sometimes when I'm with my wife, with my girlfriend, that person actually feels like a family member, uh, rather than what we call the like romantic relationship，就是说呢，我们遇到一些人哦，突然间觉得好像如果是情人的话，可能他感觉上是一个朋友并不是说一个我们叫做情人的关系啊。可是你们因为缘分的关系又会在一起啊，所以这个人际关系上呢是一个很复杂的事情啊。那怎么样去看这个28星宿呢？也是我们所说的也是需要一种calculation 的坦白说是需要 calculation 的。那我就直接给大家看一个表现那大家呢看了这个表，就可能比较容易去算这个28星宿因为呢28星宿如果你不会算嘛，你也是用不了。Alright, so I will try to show you a chart that is related to how we can use the 28 stars constellation to determine to check our past life relationship. So I'm actually sending the picture over to. All right, perhaps I will just quickly turn it on and just give me a moment as I turn it to my WhatsApp and open it to share with you guys. Okay, so turn on my WhatsApp on the browser. So before you want to check, right, what star your date of birth is related to, which what we call the 28星宿, right? So you have to know the lunar date of birth. 就是说呢，你需要先知道一些事情就是说你的农历的生日，你的农历的生日时间。大家呢，如果呢你是曾经有OK 有一个 tissue 在我的鼻子上面，如果你是曾经是说有就是说买过那种我们叫痛胜或者万年历嘛，你就能够查到你的农历的生日可是呢，如果你不能够找到你的农历生日嘛，就会需要用，你可以其实很简单你打进去 Google search 那边，你打你的 English calendar date of birth 然后你告诉他可不可以给我看一下我的 lunar 的那个 date of birth，他就会告诉你的所以其实是非常的简单所以嘛，我还在等我的 WhatsApp 在show up 所以我就介绍给你们听呢。所以每个人都会有一个星星代表 就是说我们有28种星体啊，然后呢，每个人都会有一个星星是代表你的，是代表你的，是很简单的其实说起来是蛮简单哈。那最主要，我还在等那个 WhatsApp 在录啊，所以我就清楚的再讲解一下。你需要知道你的农历生日。You will have to know your lunar date of birth in order to find out which star your date of birth is associated with. So it is definitely different from animal zodiac. Animal zodiac, we have child zodiac and it's based on your year. But this 28 stars constellation is related to your date of birth, and there are 28 stars. All of us will be having one of these stars associated with your date of birth. Okay, so do check what is your lunar date of birth first. Thank you very much, John Simon. If you all want me to check for you, it is also possible. So I will provide you with free of charge reading. This evening. If you want to check what is your past life relationship with the people around you, I can also check for you. Let's say you want to check what's your relationship with your wife, and or what is your karmic relationship, as in past life, you and your wife. Were your wife family members, relatives, good friends, business partners, or creditor or debtor? So this will be a very interesting session. I open the floor for you to ask any question. For example, John Simon, if you want me to check for you what is your star, I can actually check for you immediately. So I will wait for you all to put in the comments. At the same time, I will download this picture. I hope the picture is not too too blur. But okay, let me try to download it first. Right, perhaps I will just open it and show you guys. So as I'm opening the table for you to check your date and time of birth, you guys can also input your what I call the date and time of birth into the comment section, so that I can check for you your karmic relationship. Let's say with your wife, with your child, with your son, with your daughter. Very strange, right? Okay, I tell you honestly, right? I have ever checked. One of my best, I will say, okay, I actually, when I was younger, I was closer to my what we call my younger sister, and if I check my past life relationship with my younger sister, I actually realized that in my previous life she was actually my wife. Okay, so but during this life, she became my sister. So I also checked some of the relationship for my clients, husband and wife relationship. Some of them, although in this lifetime they are husband and wife, but in previous lifetime they are actually family members, like brothers and sisters. So it's rather interesting. Every time we incarnate, we will actually take on a different relationship with the people around us. 所以我就直接给你们看一下那个表先哈，我终于下载啊，电脑的东西真的有时候很麻烦。好了，然后我看一下我的那个下载去了哪里。OK，我 double check 一下啊。有时候哈，我真的电脑的东西啊，我真的不懂该说什么了。我下载一下去了哪里 ？OK， 我找一下先啊，我也不懂自己下载去了哪里。OK， 我再 double check 一下。下载去的哪一个 folder 啊？OK， 找到了哦。所以嘛，大家就可以先看一下这个表格了。好，其实这个表格有几个哦，所以我需要全部下载下来先。好像它有好几个表啊，所以我给大家看一下。好，给我时间啊，大家有时候要记得啊。我的八字跟电脑是有仇了啊，他们是每次呢会让我有问题了啊。好了，那我已经下载好了，我打开那个 OK， 那个 picture 已经下载好了哈，大家准备好了没有？那大家准备好了，我就给你们看这个表格了，是很简单哈。我们算这个28星数，并不是说很难。OK，Picture Photo Viewer， 好。那我也把那个 screen share 一下先啊，我的电脑有点慢啊。 如果呢你对这个方面有兴趣，又或者想知道你跟你的家人或者你的老婆老公呢前辈子是什么关系呢？你们也可以把这个 video share 出去，他们一边看的时候也可以问问题啊，也可以知道这个 photo 为什么不能够开呢？好的，我再尝试一下哈。我的电脑跟我的电脑的 karmic relationship 呢，可能就是我前辈子欠了他，然后所以呢，我每次呢，那个电脑好像呢，在我的手上呢就会冒风尘了哈，是不是很奇怪？好了，我终于打开了啊，所以松了一口气啊，终于打开我的电脑。好，那大家呢，如果想学呢，记得要留下来听哈，这个是非常有趣的一个我们所说的OK，对不起啊，非常有趣的一个 topic 哦，OK，我看一下啊，OK，我通常从初一开始给你们看的，我从初一开始给你们看，不要再有问题了，我在那心里面祈祷不会再有问题啊。那如果你想知道呢，你跟你的老公现在是什么关系？为什么你的老公每次都欺负你？或者呢，为什么你的老公呢每次都让你心痛？是不是你们上辈子谁欠了谁？那今天就可以告诉你这个答案了哈。所以呢，如果你想看，也是请你把我的 live share 出去，放在你们的 Facebook profile，然后我就会帮你们算一下你们前辈子的那个因果关系。好，那开始之前给你们一个 introduction 就是说你们怎么去找你们的星星。打个比喻，打个比喻，好，然后呢，Good evening，Simon，I will check on your birth chart. Good evening, Pauline. Also，那 John Simon 也是准备好了所以我先教你们怎么样看你们的28星书先我们都有一个农历的那个生日嘛，对不对？我开大一点给大家看我们都有那个农历的生日嘛，你就找自己是农历的初一、初二、初三，还有你的出生的农历的月份。好像打个比喻我打个比喻了你是农历的这个你们自己 screenshot 下来了好像打个比喻，一个人好像说OK，我看一下农历的我就打开一些命盘的都比较直接记得这个是要看你的农历的打个比喻，你是一个农历的的一个8月18号出生的一个人了你就找8月8月，然后呢你就找18号咯你就找18号这个18号。如果是8月18号这个，你就这样看你的农历8月出生嘛，对不对？然后怎么样？18号就是那个18号就是这里对不对？有没有看得到？你就是那个叫做毕书毕书那打个比喻一个人他是在农历的7月29，他是什么书？他是这个书了，我们叫做297月29就是这个易书那我们总共有很多很多的书好像奇书、斗书、履书、虚书、伪书、私书、秘书寡书等等等等，有很多很多的新书了我们有很多很多的新书，那你就要找自己的农历是什么了。For your educational purpose, right? I will show you from 初一 right, from the first day of the lunar month of each month, so you guys can do a screenshot, and then ultimately you can check which star is your associated star based on your lunar day of birth 好了，那然后呢，就给你们看这个初九之后你们自己打一个 screenshot， 自己 take a screenshot, right? Take a screenshot yourself, and then right, the theoretical part will be based on all these dates. And from 17 to 27 now is based on all these dates. Okay, done with the screenshot, right? Okay, so lastly, we have 23rd to 30th. So done with the screenshot, right? Okay, good enough. Okay, so right, let me just check on the date of birth of John Simon. Okay, John Simon, if you're still here, right, I will read for you your personality first, right? You are born in the year 1984 and in the month of May and on the day of the 9th. Okay, on the day of the 9th And in terms of your star, right, I will first of all tell you what is your star characteristics. Perhaps I will also turn on my, the iPhone. You are actually of the Yi Su. You are actually of the Yi Su. I will write it for you. Then you can double, do a double check or do more research online. All right. So let me also open your, my tablet, iPad, so that I can write for you and you can do more check kind of research on your own star. All right, your star. All right, John Simon, your star, the star that represents you, right, as a person. Okay, I will write it down for you right now. Actually, I was actually washing my face, so I was rushing, so all the face wash still on my head. Then I was washing my, cleaning my face, so all the tissue paper are all over my face. So, I just came home from my work. Today is a busy day. That's why I was in a rush. So John Simon, all right, you are already here, all right, and I will quickly tell you what is your star. The star that is associated with your date and time of birth, all right. Actually, you don't need the time of birth for this kind of analysis. You don't need your time of birth. So I write down for you, and then subsequently, right, you can do more research on your own. But as a kind of like you are of having this yin star. All right, let me try to brighten the screen. You are actually of this star called the Yi star. Of course, I can't translate it into English, okay? Yi, right, this is the star, or this is the Xing Shu that you have. It's called the Yi Shu, all right? So in terms of personality, you are likely to be someone who don't like to quarrel with people, a rather peaceful individual, and someone who can be very determined. If you have set your goal, you can be very determined in the achievement of your goal. Can I ask if this can describe you as a person? And you are also a very helpful individual. Okay, so I will pause a while to wait for John Simon to kind of reply me first. John Simon, if the way I describe you is how do you find it this kind of like coherent with your personality? Yes, so I see John Simon say that it is very accurate. All right, so I will say, right, this 28 stars constellation is actually a very easy way to check someone's personality and also their characteristics and also their development in life. And other thing that is associated with your star in terms of your personality is that you like to travel a lot. Like you like to visit different places. Always, if you have the opportunity, traveling is definitely something that you enjoy very much as a Yisu, right? So, do you like to travel? Are you someone? Are you like travel lover, like someone who like to always explore different places? So I'll just wait for John Simon to reply. Okay. So Okay. So John Simon said, "Yeah, I love to travel around the world if can." Yes, definitely. And another aspect of you is that music or dance, this kind of hobby, is also your passion, or you have a love for this interest, music, or even dance, or even anything that is more related to like multimedia, the kind of stuff you are interested in it, like music especially. Okay, so this is what the characteristics that John Simon will have, given that he has a yin shu. So in terms of your personality, you are usually very gentle and very polite. Yeah, very gentle and polite and very reliable. But you also have the kind of like sometimes you find it hard to be very flexible, like you don't really have the ability to switch path when you get stuck. So being flexible, being more creative is an aspect that you must need to improve on. If not, you will always find yourself like when you face with problems, you may not be able to find an easy and adaptive way of handling it. Okay. So John Simon, if you are still here, do let me know if this actually describe your way of handling issues well. And overall, you are more the introverted type of person. Yeah. Okay. So I just wait for your reply. And the rest of the viewers, if you want me to do a personality or destiny forecast using these 28 star constellation for you, you can actually type it in the comments. All right. Okay. Yeah, so John Simon said that is very correct. That's right? Yeah. So remember to be more think out of the box, to be more adaptive, like to be more flexible in your approach to the different issues in life. Yeah. I will say right throughout your life, actually, income wise, you are quite stable. But sometimes you also have very high expenses nonetheless. So it's like kind of like you will need to save up more because expenses wise, right? Sometimes because you have kind of like rather stable income, but not to the extent like have explosive kind of wealth. But your income is stable, but at the same time you do have a lot of expenses also. So right, you take care in terms of these aspects, and most of the time the your social status means your career development, your career success, and also your wealth is something that you have to work hard for by yourself to achieve. It's not like someone will pass this wealth on to you. Okay, so this is more towards your career and financial development. So if you have any questions, do feel free to ask. And if I'm on the right track or if it is correct, do let me know. Okay. All right. So I also saw gray zones input. I will also check on you in terms of your basing on the 28 star constellation. All right. So okay. So John Simon, if you have any questions, please feel to ask. Or if you want me to check, for example, your relationship with your wife, how is it related? Like how are you related to your wife in your previous life? You can also let me know if you are married. Yeah, so also saw the John Simon's comment saying that it's true about his financial problems. Yeah, so you take good care and make sure that you don't have very emotional or impulsive spending. Okay, so if any questions, please feel free to ask. And I will also do a very quick check for a gray zone who is born in the day of the 1974 and February 19. Right. So okay, so I saw that you really want to know more about your career and wealth or health and wealth, right? So nonetheless, I will also touch a little bit on your all right. So if that is you only want wealth and health, right? So I will quickly go into it. You are actually someone who have a rather tough childhood or teenage years, like your family members, right, during your younger days, your family background would not be able to provide you with too much resources. But once you enter your middle years, your reputation and your career development will be better. And if you have, when you go into your really old age, you will have very good and smooth kind of like financial stability or financial development. Okay. All right. So also in terms of your health, all right, basing on 28 star constellation, in terms of your health, sometimes right, you are used to kind of like actually you are not someone who will like anyhow eat, who will over kind of like you not overindulge. You actually have a rather healthy kind of eating habits or life habit because right most of the time no one is able to take care of you, so you have cultivated the habit to take good care of yourself. All right, so until this point, great zone, am I on the right track? All right. So Great Zone, am I on the right track? If there's any questions, also please feel free to ask. Nonetheless, you do have to take good care of areas such as your brain, your what you call the liver. All right, the liver. These two areas are something that you have to take good care of. All right. So I will wait for Great Zone to give me some kind of input first before I continue because there are a lot of info. I don't know which area he's interested in, and also really to let you know the star that you are associated with is actually called this Shi Su. But as I mentioned, right, today is really about the analysis of past life relationship. So if you want to provide your wife's date of birth, or your father's date of birth, or your mother's date of birth, or your brother's date of birth to check your past life relationship, that can be done also. And today I will show you how to do it and help you to understand your past life relationship. For example, with the girl you like, with your wife, or whoever, your colleagues, or your boss, or whoever, right? Yes, so Grace don't say yes, but eating I have to keep in check. Outside food, yes. Singapore most of the time, right? Because I mentioned you are someone who who take care of yourself by most of the time. So I will also understand that no one will cook for you at home. So if you do eat outside, right? I do agree that Singapore's food is very unhealthy. Most of the time it's spicy, it's oily, not too much vegetable available. But overall, your health is still okay, right? Your health is okay based on this 28 star constellation. Yeah. So John Simon actually would like to ask about his health. Also, yes. So basing on the 28 star constellation, I will check on your health. 1984 and this May this 20 he made the 9, right? Okay, so John Simon, in terms of your health, according to 28 star constellation, health wise, you do have to be cautious of your respiratory system, right? Means this what we call the throat area, right? Your throat area, this windpipe, your lungs, and additionally, you must always avoid overindulgence like alcohol. All these things will not be helpful for you. You must keep to a very disciplined kind of health. Have a healthy lifestyle. Otherwise, you are not someone, right? Um, okay, you are susceptible to illnesses. So but as long as you know how to take good care of your health, you will be okay. And most of the time, actually, you do understand that if you don't take good care of your health, you are prone to falling sick. So John Simon, do remember to take good care of your body. All right, if you do take good care of your body, avoid alcohol, avoid smoking, have a very regular diet, you eat on time, you'll be okay. As not also try your best to take good care of your respiratory system. Okay, yeah. So your liver also and the gut. The gut. You know what is the gut? The gut is somewhere at the bottom of our stomach, right? Our near to the digestive system. The gut. The gut is also something that you have to take good care of. All right. Pay more attention to them. Take some supplement if you can. That will help to keep you healthy. So I'm still single and seeking companion. Yeah, I told you right. Because you are someone who need to take care of yourself. There's no one to take care of you. So yes, great. So, but as long as you take good care of yourself, right, you are okay. I know Singapore food, right? Especially if you eat out most of the time food, either it's curry or laksa, a lot of chili sauce, too little vegetables. Then all of the time, right, when you go to a coffee shop, they either sell you soft drinks or sweetened kind of drink. So, I know it's very hard to eat healthy in Singapore, but I will still recommend you to do whatever I can, more vegetable, more healthy diet, right? That will help. Okay. So I'm going to ask what karmic debt lesson do I have to learn in this lifetime? Oh, honestly, right? Okay. If you talk about this karmic lesson, right? All right. So let me open your. Okay, let me go to your date of birth again, 1974, and what is that? February the 19th. right? February the 19th. All right. So what is your karmic lesson? So let me check what is your okay, in terms of your karmic lesson, all right, just to show you again, you are actually on this 是, all right, 施数. Oh, so in terms of karmic lesson, you must always learn to be because you can be quite quick time, quite like sometimes can be quite like you can be driven by your emotions to make very quick decisions sometimes, like and sometimes, right, when you do make decision too quickly, too rush, it's not good for you. You must always slow down yourself, all right? Always try to be more careful in your decision making. If not, it will bring you downfall. It will cause you downfall. Okay, but I will say, right, in terms of your in terms of your work, you are someone who have the real ability. Like you are kind of like you really based on your really solid and very high level of skill or practice or expertise to earn money. Okay, so it is a good thing you are bestowed with very good career skill and career ability, so that will help you, right? And so also, right, just remember, like you tend to make decisions, if you want to make important decisions, always make sure that you think twice first. Yeah, so I also saw your comment. I agree that I'm very impatient at times. Yeah, so you must slow down, take a deep breath first, right, when you want to make important decision. Don't be impulsive, don't be emotional when when you want to make very important decisions in life. But I mean, fortunately, your characteristics or your personality is always very cheerful or optimistic. So even if you face problems in life, you will be able to kind of like overcome them due to your very positive mindset. And most of your friends actually trust you a lot. Okay, so that is your kind of like karmic reward or something, means due to certain cultivations that you have in your previous life. So in this life you actually have some very uh kind of like have a positive mindset and have friends, to have the trust of your friends, have the trust of your friends, that you find you to be a very reliable person. Oh, so it is a good thing. All right, all right. So but another thing also, right? Because your friends trust you, and also you are very good to your friends. You can be like, sometimes when you entertain them, means you socialize with them, you can spend too much. So try to. I know you are a very nice person, but sometimes you must also try to be more conservative in your spending that are related to your social life. That will help you to keep more money. Okay, so yeah, so I also saw the comment by John Simon that you have liver problems. Yeah, so please do take good care of your liver. So I will say 28 star constellation is actually quite accurate, right? Able to pinpoint to us the different aspects of our life very accurately. Yeah, so great song also if the pointers that I have highlighted. Yeah, so thank you very much for the input that you say is very correct. So all these kind of like things that you have to take note of throughout your life. All right. Okay. So right. If you or I mean, if more viewers want to check on their date of birth and also their relationship with their wife, do let me know. Okay, because that is the even more interesting part. Because you will be able to know, for example, is your wife previous in your previous life your sister, or is your brother in your present life your previous husband? This kind of thing will be very interesting. So other viewers, if you want to find out, right, do do tell me, right, do tell me via the comment section. Yeah, so or if John and Grace Zone has any more questions, please feel free to ask. For a great song, right? Actually, you can be very competitive at work. So like 就是很有斗志啊，还有那个竞争啊，因为你也是很那个很乐观、很积极的一个人哦。所以其实说你就是说工作起来你的能力是蛮强的哦，坦白说是蛮强的。 OK，只是说你做什么重要的决定就要比较慎重一点，就是要因为有时候你比较急躁有时候比较急躁要比较三思而后行只能够这样说。OK。So any other input from any other viewers that you like to want me to check for you, especially your past life relationship with whoever that is in your life, your important people in your life? My favorite cartoon character, Cookie Monster. Okay, all my all-time favorite, cartoon character, right? Is the Cookie Monster, and this cup is actually from Darling. All right, the time I buy the toothbrush and they are having this seal, so I like Sesame Street and especially the Cookie Monster because when the Cookie Monster talk, right, one eye will be on the right on the top, then the other eye will be at the lower. The eye will keep on rolling, so I find it to be very cute. Yeah, so that is the Sesame Street cup. Yeah, and every night I will drink tomato juice. If you always see, right, whatever inside it cup, why is it is red in color? You see that actually. If you look at it, right, I will try to show you. Right, I try not to disconnect the camera, but I drink tomato juice almost every night. Yeah, I love tomato juice. So this is something like my how I keep myself healthy, right? So so any other comments? Okay. All right, so I saw that John Simon say, "May I know the relationship between my brother in past time?" Yes, please feel free to know the particular brother that you are referring to, and you can give me his date and time of birth. Yeah. So right, 1984. Right, your birthday is 1984. And May the 9th. All right. So and your brother's date of birth? Yes, Cookie Monster. Okay, I also saw Grayson. What was my past life? Curious. Well, if you really want to look at your past life, right, you have to look at your 紫微斗数. Perhaps I will just quickly plot your past life. Great song as I also look at the 28 star constellation. But I will need your time of birth if I'm to check what's your past life. Okay. So great song if you have your date of birth to let me know. And then John Simon, please let me know your brother's date of birth. It will be required in order to check what is your past life relationship with him. Okay. So I will just wait for John Simon's the date of birth. Okay, I saw it. So I will quickly check for you. His date of birth is 1980 August 23. So I quickly check it for you. In terms of your past life relationship leading to present life, okay, you are actually of the Yi, all right, and his star, right? In terms of the star that represents your brother, right? So let me write down for you. In terms of your relationship with your brother born on the 28th of all right, sorry, not 28th, 23rd of August 1980. His is actually of the Xu Su. Okay. So your relationship with him, right? Let me check for you. Okay, it is a kind of like I have to be okay. Don't mind me being honest. In a way, right? Your brother is actually someone who will lead your health, and this relationship is actually one that is all right. You and him is like kind of like you will always he may even in a way, right, will lead you to help him financially. Did you ever experience such kind of situation whereby you need to help him financially? So I will wait for John Simon to reply first. And also, Mr. David, thank you very much for watching tonight. Good evening, likewise. If Mr. David has any questions, also please feel free to ask. Okay. So I will just wait for John Simons to reply because in terms of your relationship with him, you are actually the one who will benefit him, who will help him. But in a way, you will also kind of like he will need your help financially. I don't know if it has already taken place, but it will take place one day if it hasn't taken place. Okay, so do take care. I mean, do take note of this area. Hello, Woolen. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Yes. So Woolen, any questions? I can actually also check for you in terms of your okay. In terms of your like life development. Yes. Or John Simon actually replies. It's true that he has to help his brother, especially financially. Okay. So thank you very much for the confirmation that the prediction is coherent with your development, and John Simon say is so accurate. So thank you very much, Wei Song. Also, my time is 5:40 p.m. So I will quickly. You're born in Singapore, right, Mr. Gray Song? Okay, 1974, and your month of birth is February, and date of birth is 19, and then your time of birth is Singapore time, right? Okay, there may be a need for me to adjust your time of birth because, as we all know, official time, Singapore official time, the time you see on channels News Asia about Singapore time is actually not the solar time, right? Our solar time is actually earlier. So I will check on what is your solar time. I believe you were born in Singapore. Okay, so I will check what's your solar time, all right? So I thank you very much, John Simon, for the reply. Yes, please check. Yeah, I will check yours. Okay. So because I already have Woolen's day and time of date of birth, I will quickly do a check for her also. All right. So to really answer Grace Zone question first, your solar time of birth is actually for 4:22. So you must remember that it is actually not 5 p.m. So I have stated it in the comments, right? Your time of birth is actually 4:22 p.m. Solar time. So do remember this, all right? So that will be in the hour of yin. And in terms of your karmic mind domain, which reflects your what we call the I would say, right, there could be a very high chance that in the previous life, you can be someone who is okay, you can be a scholar actually because there's this 天才 at your 福德宫, and 天机 is also a very clever star. And 天机 is actually someone who is usually really we interested in astrology or religious teachings or practices. So you are someone who are very clever, or in a way, right, you would also have sixth sense in your previous life because inside is actually at your 福德宫, and it's facing Wenchang. So there's a very high chance that in your previous life you are a scholar, okay? And then you are also quite a wealthy person in your previous life. And I will say you have the high social standing, high social position or status in your previous life. And then in terms of your wealth or career, okay, your career wise, right, there could be a chance that you did experience a lot of hardship, or your career was very busy, very one that required you to work very hard in your previous life, and that is what the 紫微斗数 chart is showing. Okay, so yeah, so hopefully it answer your questions, and also any questions, please feel free to ask some more. Yeah, so Woolen, all right, so I will get to Woolen's chat, right? So Woolen, now I will first of all because I know your date of birth, and I will first of all let you know about the personality that you have as shown by your 28 star constellation. And if you kind of like want to know what is the which star represents you, you're actually of this star called B. All right, I just write it for you. Okay, pardon my iPad. Okay, it always like, okay, this is your star. This is the star that represents you as a person. Okay, so remember that this is your star. This is the star that represents you. All right, this 必数 is the star that represents you, and as a 必数, you are actually someone who enjoy peaceful family life. You actually are a family person, means like family is very important for you. And of course, you are very clever. You like to do good deeds. Always very charitable. Means you're always into helping the less fortunate, be it humans or be it animals, or be it anyone who needed help. You are always very helpful. And then, in a way, you are also very okay for someone who have this type called a B. So they actually are more the quiet type who enjoy more peaceful, quiet type of lifestyle. Okay, so at this moment, does this describe you? So I will just wait for Woolens to reply. Yeah. And also other viewers, the silent majority. If you really want to know more about your life, you may actually input it into the comment section. So thank you very much for the reply, Woolen. And then in terms of your all right, in terms of like when you have decided on something, when you have set a goal, you will always be quite stubborn in the pursuit of that goal. And even if you face challenges, you will always have the courage to overcome them despite the difficulties or the roadblocks that you face. When you have a set a very clear goal, you will always be very persistent and determined in the achievement of that goal. Yeah. And in a way, you can also like you do have a lot of ambition. So it is a good thing. All right, it is a good thing. So does this actually describe you in terms of your outlook of life? Okay. So I just wait for Wulan's reply. All right. So actually, it is coherent with your personality and characteristics. And other thing that will describe you is that you are someone who is rather 随和. What does it means? Like friendly, easy to associate with. And like you don't like to put on a mask. Put on a mask means you are a very real, authentic person. Like you are the real you. Whenever you interact with people, you do not like to put on a front as to like to make yourself appear to be not like yourself, right? You are always very authentic. So this is another point that will describe you as a person. So am I right to say that, Wula? And Mr. On, thank you very much for watching. Good evening. Mr. On can help to calculate my star. 28th of October 1970, male, time of birth 1905, born in Singapore. Yep, definitely. I will get to you very soon. Yep. So Woodlands, actually, you have a very, nice personality and character. But there is this deeper part of you, the deeper part of you, right? Actually, you do have this undercurrent of emotion within you, but it is always hidden, not known to people. There's another side of you that's hidden. Yeah. So I wouldn't say is spot on. You are welcome. So I hope that you are someone who actually have a very good personality and characteristics, but learn to express the deepest part of you. There's this hidden part of your, in your emotional world, in your inner world. There's this part of you that can actually, how to say, you should not bury it for um should not hide it for too deep or too long. Sometimes you must find a channel to let it out, or kind of like come to in psychology call it catharsis. It's like you need a release. You need a release of all these pent up emotion. So do find a channel, perhaps, I don't know, through art, through singing, or through music. I don't know what is it, but you must learn to manage your deeper emotions. There's these deeper emotions that even you or yourself are afraid of going too deep into your this deeper psychic rhyme within yourself. But it is something that all of us have this part of us that is very deep inside. But it is necessarily for you. I mean, give it time, right? Process it. Try to find a way to release it, and it will help you to have a better psychological makeup and a more happier, be a happier human being. Okay, so this is what I will suggest you to do. But it's not something that you should force. But throughout your life, you don't really have to worry about finances most of the time. You have more than financial service, resources to use, and you will always have noble people in life also, like people who are nice to you, and you usually will have a very kind of like abundance to enjoy in life. Okay, so pretty good, yeah. So what I know, what is my past life master? All right. So you are very interested in your past life. All right. So I will check for you. Okay, Woolen, and also Mr. On. I will also check for you. Right. So let me quickly plot your birth chart first. Woolen. Woolen. Okay. Okay. So all right. I will not show it because okay. I will plot your chart and show it to you. 19. Okay. Okay, your time of birth. All right, in terms of your past life, so let me confirm your time of birth first. Your time of birth, okay. All right, Woolen, in terms of your past life, you are actually someone who 天良路程天饶事业巨门 okay 天机 in terms of your past life, you actually have spiritual cultivation or spiritual kind of practice already. So it will cause you to, in this life, right, you will also have the affinity with religious beliefs or astrology, occult kind of practices, etc. So I will say, in your previous life, you are already someone who has a kind of spiritual cultivation. So in this lifetime, you'll be drawn to this kind of spiritual aspect of existence. And but in due to the you actually had a rather tough life in your previous life. You didn't really get to enjoy life too much in your previous life. So in this lifetime, nonetheless, you will have more than enough financial resources to use. Okay, so that is what I can tell you from your Zoedo Super Chat. Okay, yeah, but if you want to find out more, all right, do feel free to ask me anything. All right, okay, so I will also thank you very much, Vinda, for watching. Okay, thank you much for being here for the first time and joining me from YouTube. You are most welcome, right? If you want to ask any questions, please feel free to ask. And also, just to quickly say hi to Cynthia, Maria. Hi, Master. I'm asking for my aunt in Surabaya, Indonesia. Her name is Lik Lee. Okay, you don't have to give me her name, but yeah, I will check what kind of work he can do so she can be economical stable. Yeah, I will definitely check on that and also quickly look at Mr. Ong's right from the 28 stars constellation perspective first. You okay, you want to know, can help me to calculate my star? Yes, definitely. You are 1970, right? 1970 in the month of October. And then your 20th of October. Right, of course, you also have given me your time of birth. So I will first of all let Mr. Mr. Ong see what is all right, what is his star first, right? The star that represents you as an individual is this star. Right. Okay, all right. So just give me a moment. Right, the star that represent you as a person. All right, let me go. Okay, all right, let me do the calculation first. Uh, Sorry, I kind of like 1970 October and 20th, right? So in terms of your star, right, the star that represents you as a person is called this uh low Xu, right? This is your star. All right, Mr. On, this is your star. And in terms of your life, you are someone who is very able to differentiate is a righteous person. All right, Mr. Ong, you are a very righteous person who have a very clear conscience as to what is right and what is wrong. And you are also someone who will always insist on doing the right thing in life. Means you have a very high level of moral standard, and you have a very good moral reasoning ability, and you are someone who is very compassionate. Means you always like to help other people, give your money to help others, help in charity, and also very, in a sense, like you are self-sacrificing kind of individual. Means, right, sometimes you actually, is willing to give so much to help other people, but in a way you should also be cautious, right? Because you are too kind, right? You are too kind in the sense that you have to be cautious of people around you taking advantage of you, okay, Mr. Ong? But you are definitely a very kind-hearted person, all right? And okay, in terms of your younger days, definitely not smooth at all, right? Definitely your younger days are not smooth. Perhaps it's really because you yourself have been through a lot of struggles in life. Yeah, thank you very much, Rulan. Feel free to ask me anything later on. Mr. On, right? Because you yourself have gone through a lot of hardships in your younger days, so you understand the plight of those who are suffering. That's why you always have this heart that is merciful, that want to help those who are in suffering. All right, so that's how the 28 star constellation is describing you. But once you enter your middle years and the later years, you will definitely be able to achieve very great success in life. Yeah, and nonetheless, right, before that, you will definitely face a lot of obstacles. Okay, and your success in life really is really depends on your own kind of hard work and effort. Yeah. Okay. So at this point, am I speaking? Am I describing you coherent in a way that is coherent with your life development, Mr. Ong? May I ask? Um, yes, so I saw your reply. Mr. On say is very, very true. So thank you very much for the feedback. So, right, in terms of your how you appear to other people, all right, also sort of questions that you want to know about your past life, I will definitely look into that. And also, Fan Vindal, I will definitely look at your relationship with your husband also. So do stay tuned. All right. Since you asked me what is your past life, I will just go straight into it. Yeah. And do you? Okay. I do saw your. See that you have provided me with your time of birth. That is 1970 and October 20th. Uh, the time of birth is 1905. So 705, and that is all right. I need to double check if I need to adjust your time of birth to a solar time. So just give me a minute. October 1970, and then the time of birth is 9/19/05, Singapore hours. All right, hours, Singapore. And let me check what's the solar time. Okay, so I will also quickly plot your 紫微斗数 birth chart. As 紫微斗数 birth chart is always a must to have an accurate birth time to give rise to create a chart that is accurate. So the solar time is especially essential. And without a correct solar time, it will give rise to a completely wrong chart. Thus, right, I have repeated this many times. If you go for an astrological reading and your practitioner that is in charge of analyzing the birth chart for you, 比方说紫微斗数, if he or she doesn't care about your solar time of birth, it will lead to a completely wrong analysis, right? So let me repeat again in short. You will need to know your solar time of birth in order to generate an accurate birth chart. Without that, you are paying for nothing. I will say 90% of the 八字 紫微斗数 practitioners in Singapore, they don't bother to adjust your time of birth to the solar time because most of them don't even know that the official time in Singapore is not the same as the solar time. 90% of them, they don't know the history of Singapore, that Singapore government actually have adjusted the official time in order to be more in sync with the different governments that were governing Singapore in the past. Singapore was governed by the British, governed by the Japanese, and governed by Malaysia government, and then subsequently became independent. So throughout history, Singapore was actually under various types of government. So after adjusting your solar time of birth, your time of birth is actually 6:10 p.m. So just to highlight these two, Mr. Ong, right? Your time of birth is actually 6:10 p.m. Yeah. So that is actually under the hour of the yoke, right? That is actually under the hour of the yoke. Yeah. So do remember your time of birth is not 7 plus but 6 plus, right? So in terms of your 紫微斗数 chart, if you are born in the sixth evening, your Futagong, all right, or this domain that actually is associated with your past life. Mr. Ong, interestingly, right, a lot of us will have the same gender in our previous life. In your previous life, you were actually female gender. You are actually of a female gender. And then you were actually a very beautiful female. You were actually a very beautiful female, okay, in your previous life. And this can kind of, how do I put it? Yeah. This can give rise to doing this life, right? You may actually can be a very romantic person, all right, Mr. Ong. And when you are in a relationship, you actually bother to create a very romantic feeling, or you bring your partner to very romantic places with very nice ambience, very lovely music, this kind of thing. You will have this romantic kind of like what I call you are actually a romantic person, to simply put. Okay, so Mr. Ong, you were actually a female in your previous life who is actually a beautiful female. But in terms of your in your previous life, you were actually also wealthy. All right, you are very much like a female, a beautiful female who live a very wealthy life. So that is what the 紫微斗数 chart is showing you. So just want to ask you, are you a romantic person, Mr. Ong? Okay, so perhaps it will also bring you will brought forward this personality or characteristics from your previous life. Okay, so any questions, please feel free to ask, and I will also go to Cynthia, Maria. Okay, you're asking for your aunt in Surabaya. All right, you actually don't have to provide her name. I saw that her date of birth and time of birth. What kind of work she can do to become economically stable? All right, so that question is more towards 紫微斗数 questions. Because she really want, because that will really need to look at her decade trend also. So you quickly look at this person's kind of like date and time of birth. And 1960 January 24. And the time of birth is Indonesia time, right? 14:10, and that is of course afternoon. So I will quickly look at your aunt's chart. Let me just perhaps just write down. Okay, your mom. Sorry, your aunts, right? As in your aunt, right? First of all, she's not a very pessimistic person, or someone who are actually very proactive. All right. So Cynthia, Maria, are you still here? Your aunts actually is having 天同太阴 both at dark position at her life domain. So her very nature is not someone who is too proactive or someone who is very uh, ambitious in her kind of like in her approach to work. So since you asked is more related to what kind of work she can do, given her age now, she's already in 64, and her career domain is actually having an empty domain. So you ask me what kind of work is good for her. It's very hard for her to be able to work stably, right? Can I ask, is it that she's actually not having very positive career development? Because her career domain is actually having an empty domain with the star called the Da Hao. Da Hao means whatever she earns, she will also use it in a way that is not very disciplined, self-discipline. So I can't really think of all right, if you really ask me, right, what is it that she can do? Even her life domain, her life domain, right? You look at here, the decade life domain, right, is also not having any major star. So to simply put, she is directionless. Cynthia, are you still here? If you're still here, please reply me. She's totally directionless right now. Yep. So Mr. On, I saw, yeah, oh, obviously, but now single. Okay, don't worry, but I will write yeah, you okay? Let me see your birth chart, Mr. Ong, to see if you will be able to all right, have once again have relationship. All right, just give me a moment as I plot your birth chart, Mr. Ong, to see if you'll be able to have another relationship in the future. So okay, Mr. Ong, uh, okay, you were born in 1970. And is October the 20th. And the time of birth is actually of the earlier I mentioned is of the Yo. So Mr. Ong, will you have another relationship? Come on, think for. Okay, Mr. Ong, entering into the year 2025, you will definitely okay, especially in the next 3 years, Mr. Ong. All right, do listen carefully, Mr. Ong, if you're still here. You will have the chance to enter into a new relationship in the year 2025, 2026 especially. Okay, so do take good care. I mean, not take good care, but do make good use of any opportunities to build this romantic relationship. Of course, you need to socialize more, need to go out more often, need to communicate with people more often, right? When the heaven give you the opportunity, you must seize it. You must seize it, alright？ 就说你下2年都有机会谈恋爱的，所以呢，虽然你的感情生活其实在2016到现在都没有什么缘分呢，对不对？2016到现在感情生活都不是说很好诶，Mr. Ong，对吧？From the year 2016 until now, your relationship is no good. Right, from 2016 until now, your relationship development has not been positive at all. But the next 2 years especially, you will have a chance to develop a relationship. All right. So don't give up. I mean, even though when the time comes, right, uh, the opportunity will come. So I saw Mr. On say is correct that all this while from 2016 until now, the relationship aspects of his life has not been positive. Yeah, but don't give up. All right. So Grayson asks, can our relationship continue into our next life, or does it end after 2 lifetimes? It really depends on your cultivation, because our present life cultivation will actually affect the future's life. So that's reason I say right 有时候嘛，我们真的是欠了一个人的债咯，有时候你就当做是一个还的债，然后还完那个债嘛，就以后你们就是说可能就比较有一个比较好的关系啊，所以就是这样子哦。Sometimes some people enter our life, come into our life really is to for us to return them the debt that we owe them. So we really have to accept it as the fact that some relationships are not very positive, and we are really there to really clear our karmic debts. So we have to accept it and face it in a positive manner. Once you clear the debts, right, then it'll be over. Yeah. So thank you very much, Mr. On, for your confirmation that the prediction has been correct. Okay, so all right, this Cynthia, are you still here? I didn't see your reply. Any questions regarding your aunt? I don't think she'll be able to land a job, to be honest. Like because her current decade trend and career trend are both not very positive. And in terms of her, in terms of the, her personality is someone who is not very proactive. I don't see any way of her being able to find a job that is really stable and help her to be economically, self-sufficient. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So did I miss out anyone? Vanda. Yeah. So I also saw the comments by Angel's House. Yes, definitely I will know. Will tell you about your future and career. Please stay tuned. And Asla also, yeah, I also saw your question. And do stay tuned. I will get to you soon. All right. Now I will go to. Okay, there's another comments by Amor. Hi, Master. Please read my. Yes, I will definitely read your chart also. So let me get to Vinda first. All right, Vinda, your day of birth, 1979. You were born in India. All right. Okay. So let me tell you about your life first, Vinda. Vinda, are you still here? If you are still here, please feel free to say something so that I know that you are still here, so that I can communicate with you. Okay, Vinda. And please help me by sharing my video to your Facebook profile or other kind of social platform, so that more people will be able to find the usefulness, understand the usefulness of ancient wisdom, such as astrological reading. So you are born on the 7th of November, 1979. All right, you are born in India. So in terms of your birth chart, I still have to introduce you. I know maybe you don't know how to read Chinese, but this is your star. All right, I will kind of like just tell you as it is. Your star is called the Chan Shu, right? In Chinese, it's called the Chan Shu. It is written in this manner. I'm not sure if you can read Chinese, but this is your star, right? If you have this star called the Chan Shu, in terms of personality, right, you are someone who can be a little bit very serious. You have a very serious personality, and when you do things, usually kind of like you are very disciplined, and you are very talented also. And if you promise someone something, you will always do it. You are someone who is very credible, means you are a reliable person. And when you face problems in life, you are not someone who will be scared. You are not afraid of challenges. So you do have a rather strong personality, but on the other hand, you may have this temper. Like you may have a temper, means you sometimes can be angered easily. All right. So Vinda, are you still here, Vinda? Yeah. So Vinda is still here. So that's my description. Is my description coherent with your personality? Your life actually are filled with challenges. A lot of tests, a lot of obstacles, to be honest. And because of the many challenges and obstacles that you have faced, right, you have built up this very strong character, very resilient, very strong, right? Yeah. So you say that you resonate with it. So you are able to kind of like face life without fear. You are this kind of personality. Yeah. But for your life, ultimately, um, because you have faced so many things in life, right? Sometimes you feel tired, like you feel emotionally exhausted. Yeah. But in a way, you still have a very strong personality. It will still push you on. Yeah. So is it good or bad? It's still good to have a kind of very, have your personality to be able to face a lot of challenges in life, but you will overcome them. Towards the end of your life, you will be able to achieve very great success. Okay. And your personality wise, you are a kind of like full of energy. You are always full of energy and very talented, and you are not someone afraid of trying new things. Means when things doesn't work, you are someone who is daring to try new approach to solve problems. So you are not very traditional. In fact, you can be very against your own tradition. Yeah. So is that correct? Hopefully is coherent with your life development. Yeah. And okay. So additionally, you will be someone who have you do believe in yourself very much. So it is a good thing. All right. Yeah. So but just remember, sometimes when you can be also a bit rush, like a little bit you always want things to be done very fast your way, but sometimes you need to be a little bit patient. Yeah. So thank you very much for your feedback saying that is correct. And since you asked me what's my past life karmic relationship with my husband, can you provide the date of birth of your husband so that I can check for you immediately? Yeah. Did you leave the husband's date of birth earlier? Yeah, I didn't see. So I will wait for you to input your husband date of birth, and I will be able to check for you very quickly. Okay. But overall, your wealth, sometimes you'll be able to receive unexpected wealth. Can be someone giving you wealth on inheritance. Yeah, so that is quite positive. Yeah. So I saw your husband date of birth, and I will quickly check for you what is your relationship with him. 1977, and the month of birth is November the 29th. Okay, so in terms of your relationship with your husband, yeah. Okay, no, so in terms of your relationship with your husband, actually, it's a very close relationship, right? I will explain to you. Your relationship with him is one that whereby okay, how okay, both of you will have a very close karmic bond throughout life. He's like kind of like someone who will benefit you in this lifetime. Okay, so it is a positive relationship. Having him by your side actually is a positive karmic relationship, and your relationship with him in previous life. All right, now I'm talking about in previous life. In previous life, actually, both you and him share kind of like what I call the like a teacher and student relationship. Could be in a way whereby he has taught you certain things like a master and disciple relationship in previous life, right? You and your husband, all right, Vinda. Not sure if you are able to understand what I'm trying to say, but it's very much like you are a follower or he's the leader. All right. So in this lifetime, he will still take care of you and look after you. Okay. Yeah. So yes, he is very supportive, and that is what your karmic relationship with him is also showing. Okay. So that is your relationship with him. It's a positive one. He will be able to help you a lot in this lifetime. Okay. So do cherish this relationship. It's a positive karmic relationship. Okay. Yep. So any questions, please feel free to leave behind, and I will also take a look at all right, the next one. Asla. Hi Master, can I know what's my past life? I'm Batam in Malaysia. Actually, you guys don't have to leave behind your name, all right? Because I want it to be confidential because your information is supposed to be confidential. You can just provide your date and time of birth, right? No one will know who's this date and time of birth belong to, but don't have to leave behind your name because I want you guys to keep your if you want to, I mean, I'm okay, but internet, sometimes a lot of people like those marketing agency they like to know your name and know your whatever info. But I will quickly tell you, you want to know about your past life, you want to know about something about your present life. Also, anyway, I will just quickly plot your charts. 2000 January and 19. Okay. So in terms of your all right, blah blah. Okay, in terms of your characteristics first. All right, Ashna. In terms of your characteristics, you are actually someone who will kind of okay, you do have a very interesting personality. Means you can be very creative. Sometimes people will like kind of like be surprised by the ideas that you come up with. So being with you can be quite fun. It's like you will be because you have a lot of ideas. You have a lot of interesting ideas. So in a way, you are also very, in a way, like sociable. Like people will usually enjoy being together with you because when they are with you, they kind of feel like the atmosphere is one that is fun, one that is a happy kind of atmosphere, and you do have you have always have kind intention, and you always want to like be someone who can solve the interpersonal disputes of other people. Yeah. So, Esla, does this describe you well? Does this describe you well, Esla? I will pause for a while and wait for your feedback. And Vinda also say any past life blocks I'm carrying in present life. All right. So since you asked about your past life, right, Vinda, I will also quickly put your Okay, let me go to your date and time of birth first. Um. Okay, Vinda. Let me get to your date and time of birth and tell you about your previous life. 1979, November 7, and then the time of birth, India time 6 a.m. days of the Mao hour. Okay, right. Okay, Vinda. In terms of your previous life, your previous life was actually one that is very wealthy, right? You were actually a wealthy kind of like a rich person who has a lot of money, and you may actually be someone who works in that kind of financial institution in your previous life. And okay, let me look at your yeah. So you are actually kind of like a boss of a company, right? Very wealthy person. So of a big company. You actually are a boss of a big company. Yeah. So Asla, thank you very much. And you ask any life past life blocks. Well, if you are talk about past life blocks, because in previous life, you are already very wealthy, but in this life you must learn to control your spending because in this life, right, in previous life you are used to using a lot of money. So in this lifetime, right, you may need to learn to pull back a little bit, not to still exercise that kind of spending habit, like overspending, what I call, right? As long as you try to control that aspect, that will be okay for you. Yeah, Esther. So you say yes, so I believe my description of you is one that is correct. Yeah. And in terms of your, even if you get angry, right, your anger will be gone very fast. Like it will like kind of like someone make you angry, but like after an hour or half an hour, you'll be okay again, right? Most of the time, you have a pretty kind of like how do I put it? Like you are not someone who enjoy being angry for too long. So very good temper, right? Good tempered kind of person. And due to you having a lot of creativity and very good observation skills, you should actually make use of this creativity and observation skills to create positive development in your career. So are you into works like advertising, marketing, that kind of stuff, Ashna? Can I ask? Are you into like marketing, advertising, or work that require you to always generate ideas? Ashna. So I'll wait for your reply first. And so you say that you resonate with it. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so I believe I'm on the right track. So Vinda, yes, I saw your, yeah. So remember, Vinda, do have to control your spending. I mean, plan carefully. Because throughout your life, right, there are a lot of situations whereby you don't want to use money, but somehow things will just happen and force you to use money. And John Simon, can master calculate my past life also? Yeah, sure. Right. So John Simon, will quickly pull up your birth chart. 1980 in May 9, and your time of birth is okay, 9:40 a.m. So 9:40 a.m. Okay, that will be of the 4 hour, right? It is a 4 hour, right? Okay, your past life, John Simon, all right, your past life was actually you didn't really have a very positive past life, John Simon, and you've experienced a lot of hardships in your past life. And then it it is kind of like, in a way, I have to be honest, right? In your past life, you also have done something like did some wrong things that would bring about problems with money in this present life. Yeah. So it will be very important for you to cultivate a lot of positive merits to kind of like change your destiny for the better. For example, life liberation, like you release kind of like you help animals, right? Help them to be released from their cages, or kind of like do a lot of coffin donation, or a lot, any kind of charitable acts. But thankfully, you are someone who will enjoy doing all this. Yeah. Yes, so yes, Vinda, I'm from middle class now. Yes, that's good to know. But still, right, a lot of things will happen in your life to cause you a lot of spending. So you must try your best to kind of like minimize your spending, right? A lot of unexpected situations will occur in your life. All right, Cynthia say, is it possible to know which country I will be able to move, Master? Which country you will be able to move? Okay, so let me check for you. 1990, and also Angel's house, right? Do wait for me. I will be done soon and get to you very soon, right? 1990 October the 24, and the time of birth is 1554, which is 3. Okay, that is of the sun hour. Right, in terms of your birth chart, you should actually travel northwards. If you travel northwards, it will be very good. But for your luck, you will definitely have better development if you go overseas. So don't stay in your place of birth. And move overall, right, Cynthia, your chart is not one that will be close to your immediate family. Sooner or later, you have to leave behind your immediate family to explore the world, means travel overseas for whatever reasons. Okay, so travel northwards from Indonesia means places such as northwards like China, Russia, Singapore from Indonesia. You were born in Indonesia, right? Okay, so northward is very much like these kind of places. Okay, Fina. So no overspending in this life. Well, you do have to be cautious because in the future, right? I'm talking about the future. If ever you experience this kind of unexpected problems, do remember to control your spending. Yeah. Okay, yes, I'd like to avoid conflicts and resolve them quickly. Yes, so thank you very much for your affirmation that the prediction has been correct. So, Axna, also, thank you very much for saying that my prediction for you has been correct. Uh, I do branding things. Yeah, branding things. So it's marketing and advertising, right? Which is your suitable kind of work for you because you need a lot of creative. I mean, you have a lot of creative ideas and you can use all these creative ideas for your work, which you lead to very positive development. Sometimes my personality are often getting used to by other people, get manipulated or etc. Master any tips to rebalance this to achieve more peaceful life, also reach. Asna, your younger days actually financially, right, is not good. I have to be very honest, especially your younger days, right? Financially, it has not been very good. And another problem is also with your destiny. Sometimes you find it very hard to save money. But I will say, right, you are too nice. That's why people will manipulate you. But you don't have to change your personality because it's your karmic nature. If I ask you to be more mean, you also can't, right? You can't force yourself to be evil also because it's your very nature to be very kind and very nice to the people around you. Okay, so as long as you also be more practical in your approach to financial management and leverage on your social relationship. I know sometimes you are too nice and people make use of you, but overall, ultimately, it is still your social relationship that will benefit your life. Okay, all right. So, okay, now, okay, not 1980. Oh, okay, it's 1994. Okay, 1984, is it? All right. Okay. Sorry, not nine. Okay, it's 1984, and it's what? May of. All right. Okay, Mr. John Simon, I will plot once again. It's 1984. Ah, okay, very sure. Ah, yeah, 1984. 20. Okay, 5th of 9 of May, right? Okay, the time is 9:40 a.m. That is the 4 hour. Yeah. So all right. In terms of your past life, all right, John Simon. Likewise, you are having a negatively enhanced star at this past life relay, past life domain. So you do have to have a lot of positive cultivation in this lifetime, which will help you to change your destiny. Because it is still the same case that you will have this negativity enhanced star at your karmic relationship domain means there are some karmic debts in your past life. So do remember to do a lot of good deeds that will help you to change your destiny for the better. Thank you very much also for participating in this live broadcast. And Vida also, thank you very much. Okay, I would like to know the past life from you. All right, sure. Yvonne, thank you very much for being here tonight. Okay, I will check for you. Asna, will there be any age that I can be more wealthy, master? Okay, if you really ask me that question, I will plot your birth chart and check. Ashna, can you quickly give me your once again your date and time because it's very kind of like my eyes are blurred already, like the Cookie Monster's eyes, right? I keep on scrolling the comments up and down. Then my eyes like one is up, one is down already. Like, now like that, my eyes is. So do give me your date and time of birth again so that I can quickly plot your birth chart because sometimes I have to keep going back and it's like my eyes will be like Cookie Monster's eyes. So, Angel's house, I will get to you right now. I was born at 1970 March 13 23rd p.m. 55 minutes. Female in China. I would like to know my fortune and career. All right. So I will look at you from the okay. Since you are born in China, I believe you can speak Chinese, right? OK，所以我就用华语说了啊。你的那个命格是什么样哦？用这个28星宿来看啊，你是1970年，对不对？1970年的3月13号哦，对不对？3月13号。OK， 那你的那个星宿嘛，我写给你看先啊，因为你懂得华语，我就说华语了哦。OK，since you can speak Chinese, I will just speak in Chinese. Okay, I will speak both just in case there are other viewers who are interested to know. Okay, you are of this. This is your star. Okay, so in terms of 你的那个命格嘛。你的命格呢？其实呢，你的样貌很不错的，就你看起来哦，就是你的颜值啊，我们叫做 your appearance, right? Is one that is pleasant looking, okay? And you are also quite careful， 就是说你 OK， 你不会是说那种轻举妄动的人啊。然后呢，我就讲华语啊，因为你懂得听华语嘛。Angel House 你还在吗 ？OK，Angel House 你还在哦。那你的人呢？你的命格是有名望的，然后你的德性很不错，然后你外貌堂堂，就是说看起来嘛，会给人家一种会尊重你的一种感觉啊。然后呢，你说对啊，然后呢，你处事呢就比较谨慎啊，会受人尊敬，然后你不会轻举妄动，就是说呢，很多东西你会想得很清楚哦，你才会做的啊。然后你的人是比较喜欢文化艺术。什么叫做文化艺术啊？就是好像古代的文言文啊，又或诗啊，或者图画啊、艺术品啊这种东西啊，你都会比较喜欢。好，德性非常好，那是好的事情。那然后你也是比较喜欢那种我们叫做文化艺术啊。你了解我说什么是文化艺术哈？好，那应该你懂了啊。那好，对你很喜欢那种我们叫做喜欢文学咯。有 someone who is interested in literature。你做也是很有原则的，你的人就是说不会乱来的，是一个很有原则的人然后呢，你是反对暴力的一个人，就是说你是比较和平爱好者那种，就是说你也不喜欢粗鲁的一种举动啊。人家如果好像你看到一些我们叫做很不文明的行为嘛，看到人家有很不文明的行为嘛，会非常的就不喜欢的啊。Okay, Amo, I will be getting to you also very soon, right? Sorry, because too many comments coming in and my eyes are like going all over the place like Cookie Monster. So I will get back to you very soon, okay? 好，所以你是学过中文的哦，那很好啊，那很好啊。那呢，你呢一辈子要小心那种水患啊，就是说游水的时候，你懂什么？就游泳的时候啊，这种啊，或者去大海的时候，你小心不要淹到水。你懂我说什么吗？就是说。你说我讲得非常准哦，就以后就一辈子都要小心水灾啊这种问题啦。总之说然后呢 ，Julian, I will be coming back to you soon also, Julian。所以就是说也是你也就是适合多做一种我们叫重工好的那种我们叫做你是一个嘛适合多做善事的人啊，因为你的性格其实很不错。OK， 好。所以嘛，你的人很善良，然后品格也是很高尚啊，是说很端正，然后呢，温和厚道啊，所以其实你的性格真的很不错很不错你的性格所以其实是我们就说会出人头地的你是会出人头地的所以呢，你的命运嘛，只要你说继续这样做一个好人就说你会出人头地的。OK， 好，好的，有没有什么的问题想问呢？那其实你也适合自己创业的，有没有？你是自己创业吗？你是非常厚道的一个人你有想过自己创业吗？其实你是适合自己创业的嘞。有没有说有一天你要创业嘛？你可以勇敢一点去做财运方面嘛， 你的财运呢，到了中年之后呢，就会开始好起来。可以，你比较适合那种偏于那种自由行业就是说你自己做老板，自己做自己老板的那种你现在也是这样吗？你是自己创业的啊？对啊，所以我就说你是适合自己创业的咯就是说自己做自己的老板咯，那会很好的对你来说所以你中年以后就会财富嘛是很不错，因为你这个星星是一个财富之星来的，然后你本身生出来那个我们这个辩才很好，你很懂得讲话，就是说你的沟通能力很好对不对？你很能够你的沟通能力很好所以你很可以靠自己的沟通能力能够赚到钱的OK，我现在也看你的大运一下OK，Angel 超啥我也帮你看一下大运因为我知道你想看一下你下几年的大运是怎么样，对你很会沟通那我看回去你的那个生日是什么先你是1970年的3月13号，对不对？3月13号的那个23 PM，OK， 晚子时你是晚子时，OK，OK，我看一下你子时的财运会好起来，OK，你这个命格来说嘛，你这 OK，你坦白说你不要介意我很坦白，你是到了这个2027之后呢，你的财运会很好的。这几年你还是需要说注意一下咯，就是说开支方面觉得好像家里面很多东西需要用到钱这样子可是你到了27之后呢，就是非常好了所以你会有运的，你的晚运一直走到你的78岁，你到了78岁都会有钱的就是说都会好运的78岁就比较注意身体健康要注意身体健康。78岁之后 OK， 所以一直现在到晚运都 OK 的，只是说这2年，尤其是2025、2026要注意很多花费可能为了家庭为了家人这样子OK， 好不好？如果有什么问题可以再问。那我回去阿莫OK right Amor will get back to your comments. Alright, let me get back to your okay. You ask, hi master, please read my chart. 15 November. Okay, so I will plot your chart. Alright. Okay. Okay. 15. Okay. 15 November 1999. And the day of birth is 15, right? Okay, Amo, are you here? Please type in the comments to mark attendance, right? To let them know that you're here. OK， 所以OK，老师讲的非常准，我的个性、长相、爱好都准，对不对所以我是说古人很厉害，并不是说我厉害我们古代的人有很多智慧，right? Ancient wisdom is very powerful. It can actually help us in our life planning to understand ourselves, right? It's not that I am good. It's just that ancient wisdom is very powerful. All right. So Amo, thank you very much for being here. And I will first tell you what is your star first. All right. What is the star that is related to your what I call the date of birth? Yeah. You are actually of this star. Amo, are you Chinese or you are from which country? Right. This is your star. Okay. So right. Thank you very much for the thumbs up, Mr. John Simon. So Amor, all right, in terms of your personality, you are actually someone who can be okay, you are someone who actually how do I put it? You are very independent in terms of your personality or characteristics. You are very independent. Means right, you are someone who don't like to rely on other people. Everything you do, you like to do it by yourself. And in terms of your character, you are also someone who is very strong-willed, someone who is very determined. And sometimes when you want to do something, see, like you have decided on something. Usually, the only thing matter is how you feel about your own decision. You will not care too much about how other people look at you, how they will consider you, etc. And you are very decisive in your personality. So is that a good thing? Well, in a way, I think it's still okay as long as you use your personality positively. And in terms of your younger days, likewise, it's very tough. Your younger days are very tough, and you will not be able to, like your family, your immediate family will not be able to take good care of you. So that's why maybe that's why you are very independent. Okay, so I'm gonna say yes, it's correct. Thank you very much for the feedback. But in whatever you do, do remember something because you can be very extreme. When you have decided to do something and you want to achieve your goal, sometimes you can be very extreme in your approach or in your outlook. So as you must remember to achieve balance. Sometimes you must also take into other people's take into consideration other people's advices, opinions. Also, you are someone who have very great ambition, like you have very big dream. You want to achieve great success in life. But sometimes, right, due to your ambition being too high up, right, being too high up, sometimes when you can't reach it, you'll feel disappointed. But learn that it's okay to have ambition. But sometimes we also need to assess the reality, in the sense, right? If you set your goal too high, and when you can't achieve it, you will feel very disappointed with yourself. But don't feel disappointed with yourself. It's not that you are no good. It's just that your ambition is extremely high. Okay, so I know it's still good to have very great ambition, but when you don't reach it, like you aim for the star, but you get the moon. So still learn to be contented with getting the moon. You get what I mean? More. So hopefully this will give you a more positive outlook about your achievements in life. Okay. All right. Any questions you want to ask, Amo? Sometimes I'm afraid other people's opinions are wrong, Master. Yes, that is your issue. Yeah, but sometimes not all of other people's opinions are like misleading. Sometimes some of the people are actually quite objective in the way they look at the situation. Whereby for you is like sometimes you can be very tunnel vision when you want to set a goal. So take into the consideration of other people's opinions or suggestions can be in a way helpful. Although I know, as I mentioned, you are someone who is very independent. You listen to yourself only. But in a way, if you are able to balance yourself to take more into the advices from other people, it may help you because other people they are more detached and they may be able to look at the situation more objectively, right? So this is my advice for you. Yeah. Esther, as in any questions, because I need to know which questions you have, then I'll be able to answer more specifically. Okay, Master, I will listen to other people, Master. Yes, I try to be more balanced. What I'm trying to say. But of course, ultimately, you are the one who make the ultimate decision, but it won't harm if you kind of like take into the account of the other people's point of view because they can be more objective. Sometimes when you pursuing your goal, sometimes you can be very blinded. So do listen to more objective points of view that will help you. In terms of personality, especially in the loving relationship, you are usually the more dominant person. Means like in a relationship, you are not the type who will like okay in terms of most of the female they will like to like take a more passive role in relationship, but not for you. You when you kind of like when you like someone, right, you will actually kind of like be a very strong woman to support your man kind of woman. uh which is a good thing. And because you are also very 我们叫做少生闪啊 means you can be very cheerful. I mean and this kind of like you can make your partner happy, all right, to be simply put, yeah. But if I look at the chat, am I suitable to work or to do business, master? Okay, if you are to ask this question, let me open your 嘴斗 super chat. Okay, okay, let me screw up to the earlier message to look at your day and time of birth first. Okay, all right, where are my glasses? I have to wear my glasses. Yeah, I'm kind of blind already. Okay, so let me kind of like, okay, where is your earlier day and time of birth? Oh, okay, I sorry, which is 1999 and November or what is that 15 and 6:30 Indonesia. Morning, right? 6:30. Okay. Mao. All right. Amo, you are more suitable to be an employee. Okay, because 你是借同两个 借同 means usually there are more the back end support role. Like there's a big project, you are at the end doing all the back end thing to make sure that the project will run smoothly. Okay. So do take the role of the you are more suitable to work behind the scene. Okay, not very suitable to be a business owner, to be more directly put. You are 借同两个 even the decade trend likewise is of 借同两个. So or at least not at the moment. At least you must wait until 2032 onwards, right? That is more suitable for you to start your own business if you wish to. For the current period, no. You still have to work for people, okay? All right, Ashna, say about wealth for future master. Thank you very much for putting the day and time of birth so that I will not, my eyes will not go run up and one down and become cookie monster. Okay, 2000 January or whoever this is that you are putting, I will quickly look at the wealth of this person, right? If you ask wealth, I will just simply look at wealth because that will be more direct. 2000 and then January 19. And then the time is 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning is the yin hour. And then in terms of the wealth, this person is a male gender or female gender, Ashna. This person, is that you? This is you, right? Or whoever this is. What's the gender? Is female, right? Okay. In terms of wealth, the best period will be after. Okay, let me be more specific. Is female. Is this you? Asna, is this you? All right, so let me double check. Is this you, Asna? Or this is someone else? I'm not sure because I can't really go all the way back. Oh, this is you, right? Okay. I will say next 3 years. Next 3 years, I mean this year, 2025 onwards, right? Your wealth will improve. Your wealth will be okay. Okay, so the next 3 years, do make use of whatever career opportunities that you have because your wealth will improve in the next 3 years. Okay. But if you wish to talk about long term, your middle years means after 40, you'll be more prosperous after 40. From 40 all the way till your 81 years old, you will be wealthy. Okay, 40 to 81, you will be wealthy. Okay, so thank you all for watching tonight. Right, I have really done my best to answer all the questions. Okay, Julian, the last one, I will just help Juliana. Okay, Juliana, would like to know the characteristics and well, right? Julian, I will do the last reading for you. So, are you still here, Julian? Juliana, if you're still here, you reply me in the voice, the message, the comment section, so that I can communicate with you directly. So in terms of your chart, right? This will be the last chart that I read because it's getting late. I have I still have work tomorrow, but still happy to help you guys. Always happy to spend time with you guys, chit chatting, and sharing with you knowledge related to astrology, so that all of us can use it to help to better our life and to improve our self understanding. This is your star, okay, Qi This is your star, Juliana. Okay, Juliana, you are someone who loves freedom, and you feel that ultimately, right, life is a journey that kind of like need to be enjoyed. Okay, and also you are someone who is quite courageous, but I will say, right, sometimes you will have this agreement with the elderlies, perhaps in your family or in your workplace. Okay, Juliana. Okay, so thank you very much also, Rachel. Yeah, okay, Juliana. So so far, okay, my description of you, I will continue. All right, 老师, do my one question. Yeah, please feel free to ask Mr. Phil. My son did not do well in O level, and I am kind of worried about his future studies and career development. I will check for you. Can you provide me with your son's date and time of birth again, so that I will check for you. But don't worry too much because secondary school result has no direct relation to whether one will succeed in life eventually. But still, provide me with his date and time of birth. Okay, Juliana. So, in terms of your luck, the best years in life. Okay, perhaps I will also plot your 八字出来，做到出 Juliana. Uh, you're born 8 p.m., right? Okay. Okay, so I will quickly plot your chart. Okay. So 1958. October the 17th. 8 p.m., right? Yeah, 8 p.m. That is of the 戌戌 Hey, Juliana, you want to know about your wealth? Your wealth is okay, right? Your wealth is okay. You don't really have to worry. Okay, your wealth is okay all the way till your old age. About 84. Okay, 甲乙丙丁子三冇神子，未子三冇受字冇收出，只收人，計佢哋冇幾多生冇貴甲。Your wealth is very okay now. And for the next years, your wealth are still okay. Right, Juliana, are you still here? Your wealth is okay, you don't have to worry. Okay, so Mr. Philly. All right, in terms of your thing I think for actually, right, Juliana, from the age of about okay, about 40 already, right? About 39 or 40 until now, your wealth has already been very okay. So you don't really have to worry too much about your wealth. Your wealth is very okay. And now all the way to your old age, right, till you're 84 years old, your wealth are still going to grow larger, right? You have a very wealthy old, kind of like retirement life. All right, so you don't have to worry, right? Uh, and so any other questions, right, Juliana? All right. So perhaps I will also just quickly look at your super chat. 1958，1958年10月17号。this 戌的时间。我哋本身应该是老板命来的咧。Okay, Juliana, is either you are it's like you have your own work or business, or you are someone who can reach a very high level position within an organization. Is that so, Juliana? Can you let me know? Okay, I wait for your feedback. And your career luck is actually very good given your birth chart having 廉贞和天府at your career domain. And your life is actually facing 化禄. You are very okay. You are actually well to do. Okay, and you will not be. You okay. Earlier part of your life. Let me see. Okay, before the age of 29, actually all the way from your younger days till about 29, financially speaking, of course you were not doing well, but the later part of your life are very okay, very wealthy. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Okay, of course you are also someone who have leadership skills, so at the same time you have very good social skill also. Like you are someone who have a lot of local people, means you are also able to leverage on your social networking skills for your financial achievement. Okay, yeah. So just that you have usually right. You have money, but you also have a very high spending. As long as you control your spending, you'll be okay. Yeah. I suppose you should have a son, do you? I don't know, but okay. In terms of children, nowadays, all kinds of family planning is able to, you will be able to change the outcome. But for your child, right? For your child, right, you should actually have a child that is of a male gender. I'm not sure, but if you did contraceptive or have any kind of birth control, it will change the outcome. But for your church, basing on 紫微斗数 that was developed a few thousand years ago, you should have a son. But of course, all these things can be changed in modern context because we can have child control and I mean birth control and etc. But in terms of relationship, if you ask about like as in now, right, your relationship not very positive. I will say it's not very positive. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Juliana. So that's true enough, all right? Based on 紫微斗数, I told you you have okay, you have sons, so you have two sons. Fair enough. So thank you very much for the feedback. But for now, relationship wise will not be so positive because 七杀 facing your spousal means the one you are with may not be the one you love. And the one you don't be with is actually the one you love, but you don't have the chance to be with that person. So that will be the kind of developments in your life right now, okay, Juliana, in terms of relationship. But wealth definitely is not something you have to worry about. Okay, so feel free to ask more questions, and my last reading will be for Mr. Philly's son. And okay, we'll quickly open his 紫微斗数 birth chart. 2008. The October 23rd of October, 12:30 p.m. That is 子 hour. So your son, right? In terms of his career domain, he's actually not suitable to study traditional subjects. As in what I mean by traditional subjects like literature, history, chemistry, physics, all these traditional subjects. Paul Jun at the career domain, he should engage himself into subjects like AI, virtual reality, um, anything that's avant-garde in a sense, like very advanced kind of technology, that kind of thing that is untraditional, not following the old type of studying, right? He will not do well. So despite him not doing very well in O level, choose an area of study like computer science, multimedia, game design, IT for that is related to buildings, that kind of technology, biological engineering, all these very new subject will be more suitable for him. So regardless of his O level result, because O level we are all studying all the foundational traditional subjects, is not his cup of tea. So make sure that he goes into studies that are very advanced, means very new age, very non-traditional. That will help him. Okay. Yeah, it's Wu Hour. He is actually of the Zi year, right? He's born in the red here, right? Correct. You see the chart here is 上午啊，11点到1点的时间是午时啊。This is the animal zodiac. The one that you're reading is the animal zodiac. So don't be confused. Okay, it is his he's born in 2000. Yeah, so it's correct, right? He's of the red here and of the 午时. So make sure he engage himself into subjects that are non-traditional. That is the only way that he will excel in his study. Despite O level not doing well, to be honest, it has no direct correlation to whether he will succeed in the future. 24 years already onwards, right? He will have 紫微 in his life domain. And that's the best time in 紫微斗数. He will have positive career development already. So don't worry too much. He's still too young. Even if he's not doing very well in O level, it doesn't mean anything. Because in the future, right, I have to tell you the truth. In 离卦九运, all the traditional subjects will not earn you money. All the students who graduated from university, they will not earn money. It's all the fields like very advanced kind of field like virtual reality, like artificial intelligence, like whatever, like multimedia, app building, that will earn money. Literature won't earn money. History won't earn money. Physics also won't earn money. So by all means, right, I also feel so. It's like we are studying all the useless subjects that is not relevant for future development. I don't know why MOE is very obsessive with all this mathematics. Now you can just ask ChatGPT to do all kinds of mathematical calculation. What's the point of studying all these like mathematical rules, right? Humans are the only living things that should use tools for the betterment of their life. And we already have so many useful tools, like linguistics tools, mathematics tools, physics. Everything can be done by the computer. So what is really useful for future development is creativity. So even if he doesn't do well in all these traditional subjects, by all means, don't worry. It will not affect his future development. After he's 24 years old, he already will be doing very well. Okay, so Mr. Philly, that's my advice. So his career will be good because his career, right? If you look at his career domain, it is having 廉政天府. It is one of the best pair of star in 紫微斗数廉政天府. These are the minister star. And he's having 紫微 at his life domain. He will be in a field. It means like he will be an expert in a certain subject already by the age of 24 years old. And being an expert, the emperor star means he's the king, he's the top in that industry already by the age of 24 years old. So please do not worry about his study. He will be very successful in the future. Okay, Mr. Philly? Yeah. It is too early to give him a kind of like to boss him in, say like, that's the problem with Singapore educational system. They want you to be like, everything is like product line. You follow the same module, follow the same syllabus. Then ultimately go to army, then either go to poly, university or whatever. It's a lack of creativity. That's the problem with the Singapore educational system. I hope that it will improve in the future. But creativity is the key for future success. 离卦九运 is represented by the fire element. Fire is shapeness, is formless, is all direction. So you really need to you cannot just be an expert in one field. You have to be strong in a lot of, you have to be multi-talented in order to succeed in the 离卦九运. And it also means, right, at the same time, you have to be creative. You cannot follow the traditional type of syllabus, right, so to speak. So really don't worry so much, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to serve and staying here for almost 2 hours, right? And hopefully you will also be exposed to this style of astrological reading called 28 Stars Constellation. Very interesting. Please feel free to like and share. Help me to press the like button or the share button and press the notification button, the bell, so that when I go on to live, you'll be notified. So I wish you all a good night. Nowadays I will try to come on to live every day because I really have a lot of things to share. It's also my passion to teach. So wishing you a really good rest tonight. Tomorrow I have to wake up early also. So I will also go to sleep now. And thank you very much again for your kind support. See you.